Chris Classic 2016. First of all, I'm a New York nigga. New kicks, new chicks, and new fitted. You could put me anywhere, I'ma kick it. 125th G-Dep, let's get it. I hate when niggas say you make real hip-hop. I will still fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops. The problem is if I say anything intelligent, you call it conscious like it's somehow not relevant. I agree that this ain't really for KOD, but say la vie out the bows in the SUV. On my way to the Black Oscars, the late Oscar Grant is getting honored. Somebody tell Ryan Coogler he's a monster. And Magic and Jordan will be the sponsors. The great Quincy Jones will pick the artist. For the Robert Glasper Ensemble. Oh, look, it's the LeBron sipping on our mom with the Simmons and the Carters and Obamas. Alright, let me not get your hopes up, the joke's up. Got you niggas nervous like the ropes up. Now I'm not as melanated as the greatest, but I know chocolate Lugasa niggas who don't say this. Who's the nicest nigga you know of? For every joint that he got, I make four of. Oh, in these 16s, I got more of. Sip something clean, go ahead and roll up. For all the women whose Uggs are not leaning, and drugs they're not fiending, and love they're not scheming from thugs that mistreat them. Come on and give me a hug, you know you need it. You know you need it.
Yeah. It's the Misfits of Comedy podcast. This is your boy CD Charles in the house. It is a beautiful Wednesday in Atlanta. Weather's popping, everything's looking good. Accidents is percolating. You niggas can't drive at all. In the daytime, yes. Sun out, snowing, raining. It is another day in Atlanta. But I'm happy to be here. Got my guest here, Miss. This is the OG to me. When I first got in the comedy game, this young lady name was everywhere. If you want to talk about female comedians, she was one of the names that was constantly mentioned. Any room I went to, I already know. It was Keita. It was Vanessa Fractions. It was Kelly Kales. It was Ashima Franklin. She was amongst those. I was like, okay, all right. I gotta see who this person is. And she be doing her thing. So again, with proper introduction, Miss Sweet Baby Keita to the show. Yay! You probably get her for a year now, so we got it here. We got it here. We got it here. So, Miss Keita, introduce yourself to the folks. Where you from, man?
I am Sweet Baby Keita, the Carolina Queen of Comedy. I am from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Nice. How far is that from Columbia and all other kind of places? Okay,
stop that. I hate when people ask me, am I Geechee? Like, that annoys me.
Yeah, somebody Geechee last week.
You Geechee? I'm gonna be very frank. I'm straight up 85. I don't even understand Geechee people. Like, I had a guy hit on me. It sounded like twang or something. He was like, yang, and I said, what did your friend say? And my homeboy was like, he like you. And I was like, get him away from me. I went and got in the car. I'm sorry. I'm from straight up 85. I'm just Southern. I'm not Geechee. I love rice. God knows if it's a smothered pork chop in the midst. I want it over that rice. If you got some black eyed peas, rice. If you got some pinto beans, rice. Okay, but I mean, I have a affection for rice, but I am not Geechee. I could truly say that.
Okay. How long you been doing comedy?
Comedy. Well, I've been in Atlanta. Because you didn't ask me that.
How long you been in Atlanta?
I've been here in Atlanta since Freaknik 91. Now, I came down here. I know I'm in the documentary. If you hear Cotton Candy, Sweet as Gold, and you see somebody run through the crowd and jump over somebody's head and start tootsie rolling, God knows that's me. Oh, God knows that's me.
I came at the end of it.
Right, that's when I was here. Freaknik, I came when it was... the spiciest years was 94, 95. It's an argument of which one it's a real close. They close. 94, 95 were the best. When they started tapering it off in like 97, it just was the last year. Yeah, 98 was the last year, but 97 was because they didn't even have an itinerary no more. They didn't have like step shows and things that were scheduled. Like before, it was a planned event. It was a lot of tailgating and riding, but they had different things that you could go to. But when they started shutting it down, they locked people onto 285, and we just talked about 285. That's the worst place to be locked onto, and you don't know nothing about Atlanta. So what they did was all the police were at exits. If you didn't show them an ID with an Atlanta address, you was not getting off on that exit. And they locked you onto 285 and sent you out so far that you didn't know where you were, and you wasn't gonna have no fun. Not in Snellville. That's where they was sending you to.
I remember Peachtree Street would be fucking bumper to bumper.
Oh, bumper to
people
bumper.
People hanging outside the window. People just walking.
Oh my God, having sex outside.
Yes,
I seen sex.
That's exactly
yeah, you say it. It was sex outside.
And fucking outside.
Listen, the funniest thing I seen, it was a girl. She was buck naked and she was dancing on the back of this truck, and she popping and she dropping. She's buck naked. It's broad daylight. The next thing I know, the truck is bumper to bumper, so he had a sudden stop. As soon as he did, she fell to the ground. Now listen to me. I know falling is hard, but falling on asphalt, buck naked, oh, I know she still feel that. I know she wake up at night screaming like a baby.
Hot too. Hot asphalt.
Oh, it was hot. Oh, it was hot asphalt.
I saw, it was on Peachtree, and this dude was like, damn, she's like, I don't know what she doing, dancing through the window, popping. He said, damn, I bet you the pussy fat. She was like, yeah, it is. He said, let me see it. And she pulled her pants down and stuck her coochie through the window. I have this down. And he ate her out in front of everybody. Niggas had camcorders like this. I said, this nigga ate her out in front of everybody. Don't know shit. Don't even know her name.
Right.
He's eating a box. Then his homeboys came. I got next. And she just letting these niggas go.
Shut
I'm like,
up.
yo, these niggas is running trade on her box.
I see.
In front of everybody.
It was weird after weird. Like I saw this girl and she had on a crochet sweater, but she had nothing else on up under. So it's just her titties out. Cause if it's crochet, it's just open. And she's with her dude and they holding hands. And everybody's looking right at this woman's titties, but they acting like it ain't happening. And I was like, oh God, it's going too far. Like when they stopped Freaknik, I said, that's what we get. Have you ever said that's what we get?
See, I think took it too far. You don't know how that.
My friends were down here from South Carolina. He was so drunk that when the police pulled him over, they came up to the car. He opened the door. He fell out onto the police. Like drunk, fell onto the police. The police said, wait a minute, y'all letting him drive? Y'all trust him to drive? Everybody sitting in the car looking stupid. He pushed him back up in the seat and said, well, if y'all trust him, I do too.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, that was the highlight of my life. And see, I had met my baby daddy.
At Freaknik?
Shut your face. Not at Freaknik. Shut your face. Stop blaspheming. People with Freaknik baby daddies don't know him no more. You hear me? They got to tell their kids about Mr. Leroy, the dude up the street, because they sure don't know anybody from here. No, I met my baby daddy in Job Corps, and he was from here, and I thought he was so suave because I'm from, Spartanburg, and he could dance, and oh my God, he was everything to me, but yeah. Now I don't wish nothing but evil on him. Do you hear me? Evil. If anything that God can do bad, I need him to do it to him. You hear me? Because remember the Jesus in the front of the Bible, the God in front of the Bible smite people. If he could get back to the smiting.
She said, Old Testament Jesus.
Right.
Old Testament God.
Right. I need a good smiter in my midst to eat you to take him out.
Slick said Freaknik was so organic that they won't be doing it again.
It's not, but they have good shows. Cause I went to go see Pastor Troy, and he had a good put together at Center Stage. First of all, let me say this right into the mic. Listen here, I don't care who I'm with. If Pastor Troy want me, I'm gone. You hear me? I love you with all my heart and soul, Pastor Troy.
Yeah, Pastor Troy be outside.
I got Pastor Troy's number. I could call him at this meeting. I can call Pastor Troy now.
She said, I'm leaving.
Right, I'm going to leave.
God, then we ready.
I love me some Pastor Troy. Hey, Desmond. Yep.
So how long you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy about 15. I'm just funny. Like I don't know when I transition to being on stage, because I do it at like church. That's how I started, and that's why people be laughing. Like, they hear my mouth and I know it's filthy and dirty and full of bullshit. But again, I say that's when I'm at my most comfortable. My mama was a cusser, and I come from a long line of cussers, so that's in my DNA. But when I started out in church, so anytime I need to go do a good old, I want the money. I don't put myself in a box, so I'm able to do whatever. If I'm in front of white people, old people, babies, I want to be able to do
everything, every room.
You got to do every room, and but this is what I learned. One time I was trying to get on a show, and it was auditions, and I had on some heels. My heel broke while I was auditioning. Like, my heel on my shoe broke, but you did not know it. I held my foot, in the position that it was. I finished my show out. The producer pulled me to the side. He said, "You are amazing." He said, "I don't even know what we could do with you." He said, "I need for you to know, when you're auditioning, you're telling jokes about Atlanta, but when you are a comedian, you're going to go to different places, and you're going to have jokes that are just jokes, and they're not specific to a city." And I see that when I see new comics or whatever, or if I'm in California. I've been to, the Comedy Factory, all that stuff, but you'll see people talk about their area, and the people there, they know it. But if you go somewhere else, they're not going to know anything. They're not going to know anything.
You must have just
about what you said.
You blacked out for me.
Oh, I had to read a text. She said somebody died. Listen here, first of all, I'm country. And people be, the message that country people get is who done died, who ain't no longer with us. That's what we
don't send a no dead people shit. I need her to be in full focus right now.
Right.
They're gonna be dead in an hour still. Let her live. Let her live.
Right. Let me yet live.
What's your favorite city? We just talked about. What's your favorite city to perform in or venue?
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I love Atlanta. I love performing here. Atlanta make you strong. Right. Like, when you are here doing comedy, the amount of great talent here in the city will get you strong. So when you're out doing other cities, like, I know I'm a beast when I'm other places. I know I'm a killer. But what's funny is I'm a female. These titties can't never hold me back. But when I'm places and they gotta show men gotta piss on their territory. They gotta show you I'm the man in my city. I watch them do all their time, they whole HBO special, and then I turn right around and do my thing and kill it and get on out there. All I want is my money. I want my money, but I go wherever. I love going. Do
you have a favorite venue, the favorite place to perform, like you look forward to performing? You just gonna be like, yeah, I'm a killer. That's my spot.
I'm telling you, I don't. I don't have a venue per se. I like going when they have me at somebody's birthday party in the country. Those are my most favorite. One time, and I rent myself out with chunks of time when I do stuff like that. So, like I say, I'm gonna be with you for this amount for 2 hours, and I try to keep it within that time frame. But I'll be at people's house, and I feel like people make me feel like I'm a part of their family, and I make them in turn feel like that. So I'm at these people's house, and I'm doing their birthday party, and I'm telling jokes. Next thing I know, somebody started playing the piano. I'm singing like I'm a lounge singer. I mean, I just really have a great time wherever I'm at. These people held me so long, I had to beg to leave. I was like, they was giving me gifts. Like she was giving me stuff out of her house. Like, I think I got a plant stand and something else. I was taking stuff. I like it. I like stuff. Oh, I love free stuff. But it got to a point where every time I would say I was going to leave, they would offer me something else, or they would beg me to stay. But I finally had to pull myself out of there. And it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I've been at these people's house all this time. Like, people don't like giving me up. No. But those are the things I like. I like, more personal stuff. As far as venues, I've done great venues. The greatest venue ever, I did Apollo, and I won. So that's the greatest venue to be in.
Hometown.
When I walked down that aisle, first of all, when the doors swung open, because they start doing it different. You used to come from behind the curtain, but when they started revamping the Apollo, they made you come from the back. So somebody would just pull the doors open, and the cameras be right there, so you couldn't do it. Like, the people pulled it open, you just standing there, and then the camera on you, and then you start walking out, and then you walk down, and you go up the steps, and you rub the log from there. And what happened is I had fell in Indianapolis a couple of months before that and sprung my ankle. And I was with Honest John. Hey, Honest John, if you out there. Honest John is an old white man, and I love him to death. And we were on tour. We did 3 cities. And this was our last and final show. And the step was on carpet, not on a base. So it's on carpet, so it moved a little bit. But I had on some wedges. So when I'm about to get down off the stage, it was a beautiful buff black man. He put his arm out. I knew I was safe. I didn't step on the step. I stepped directly to the floor because I knew I had that amount of leverage. So I'm down, everything. And so they said, Keita, come on, we're taking pictures. You know, they make you get back on the stage. So now I'm back up there, I'm taking pictures. So now when I'm going to get off the stage by the step, there stands Honest John, old ass, with his hand out. Now I looked.
Not the stage stability.
Right, it wasn't. And I swear to God, my mind said, Keita, that old man can't get you. It said it. But I didn't want to disrespect him. He's an old veteran. We riding together. We hanging out. He put his hand out. So when he got me, I had to step on the step because he didn't have enough leverage on his body for me to step to the floor. So I stepped on the step, and now it's buckling. It's as soon as it buckled, I'm falling. He took his hand back.
Oh shit!
So now
Honest John.
This is the longest fall I ever seen in my life, and in the next one. I was falling, but it was so slow. I seen the particles in the air. I was reaching for John, like, no. He had pulled his hand back, and he was looking like, hell no. And then I'm looking around at other people. Nobody. Something in my mind said, Keita, just fall so it can get over with. Like, I was trying to stay up as long as I could. And then it happened. I fell right over. As soon as I did, my ankles swole up to the size of my head. I had to take my shoe off in order to even, like, stand up because it had swole up so fast. I had to get you know how you have a little ankle scrap? Man, and it was bad. And so after that, like, I had to nurse that back. And that was back before I had insurance. Now I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. But I had to do what I do in the country. I had to work on. I had to get some green rubbing alcohol and ace bandage and wrap it. Right, witch hazel, you know.
Hell yeah. Put some witch hazel on that shit. Nigga, lay down. That was the put some witch hazel and lay down.
I had to wrap that leg up.
So what separates you from all the other female comedians out here? Because there's a lot of funny young ladies out here in Atlanta we talked about, saturated with talent. So what separates you from the rest?
What separates me from them? Because I don't want to be them. I don't look to be them. I don't follow in nobody's footsteps. People even ask me, like, who is my favorite female comic? And my favorite comic is not a female. It's Dave Chappelle. And I always say that. It's Dave Chappelle. I think he is a genius. An actual genius. And I am so sad that the first time I went to go see him at Atlanta Comedy Theater, I paid $160. It was during COVID. Everybody paid one price. It was $160, every seat in there. I had to get my nose swabbed and everything. I was so excited. But me and my date, we had some gummies. And so while we were in line talking, you know, I make friends with people. So after we got finished with our test and everybody had cleared, they took away the people who didn't clear in an Amalam. I don't know. But
never to be seen again.
Yeah, never to be. I think they went out a trap door. I didn't see them no more. But everybody that got cleared, we had made friends because we all standing in line waiting, and we had went through the process together. So the girl behind me, her boyfriend, she's like, "You want a gummy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then my boyfriend was like, nah, I don't want that. We already had some, you know. And then I was like, I felt like it didn't do nothing. I didn't know gummy math. Gummy math takes about 30 minutes to really kick in. Yes, but I didn't know that. So I said, yeah, I'll take one because I wasn't feeling nothing from the ones he and I had taken. And we had taken like 2. And so it was now 3. And hers is different. When I tell you,
next level shit.
Hers kicked in like karate. From the time I took it, I was by that Mexican restaurant at Atlanta Comedy Theater, you know, around that little curve. Yeah. When we made it to the door, I was high as a kite. Now, I've never been high. I'm not a high person. I don't do high stuff. I don't do high recreation. I didn't know what high was. So now I'm feeling lifted. And I didn't know what was going on. So now I'm in here with we in the front. I'm looking Dave in the face.
Ooh.
But I can't keep my eyes open. I'm so high. I had the one. It's 2 different types. Real weed smokers know stevia. It's something with an S and then the other one. I don't know the difference. I know one of them make you sleepy and one of them make you think better. Yeah. I had the sleepy one.
Upper one is the down.
I had the sleepy one. I had to, cause I promise you, I was up there and my eyes kept closing like this, and he was telling his joke. And you know, with Dave, you have to follow along to get to the punchline. I'm trying everything in me. My eyes felt like 20-pound weights was on my lids. I was trying my best. I had put and then I didn't know, I was so high, I didn't know what to do with my hands. Like my hands wasn't with me. I was doing this. I didn't know, like my hands was never, like I was like, and then I'm thinking to myself, well, what do you do with your hands before? Like before I never really thought about it. My hands just do whatever they want to do. But now I'm trying to control them. I don't know. So I'm trying to, I'm fidgety. It's just weird.
She got invisible pockets. She trying to
right. I tried to eat some food to soak up some of the high. Nothing. A good French fry I thought would soak up some of the high. But the part was, for sure. You know, for sure. I love him. I love him. He walked over to me. He's a real good dude. I love him. When he walked over to me, it's all respect. But he looked me in my face, and he knew. Like he looked, and you know how somebody be high and it just. He said, "What's up, sweet baby Keita?" But then he looked in my face. He said, "Oh, okay then." He just turned around and walked out. I know I had to look high. Oh my God. I didn't think I was going to make it back to the car. And, you know, everybody trying to stand around to wait to take pictures with Dave. And, you know, Gary came out and made his announcement. Everybody out of here. And I was like, you crazy as hell, high as I am. As long as I've been waiting, I'm going to take this picture.
Hell yeah. That's funny as shit. I've tried this shit the longest, but what does it say?
She said, tell sweet baby Keita I said hi. I remember meeting her at a strip club with Dr. Foolish and Moke Williams and Black Rod.
Right.
So say that. My mic's not on.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's
Lady Lion Love.
Lady Lion Love. Thank you for the shout out to Sweet Baby Kitty. Do you remember her?
I don't, but I know that day that she talking about, and I was at the strip club. Okay. But I mean, that's the part of the thing for me. You're asking me about being a female. This is a male-dominated industry. Absolutely. I just move as an individual. I don't think of myself as a female. I'm gonna be fly. Now, that's the only thing that separate. Like, I'm gonna come with my A game. My appearance, people be thinking I'm a singer all the time. They be like, you sing? No. yeah, I do. I really do think I'm a singer, but I be like, no, I'm gonna tell jokes. But that's what I'm saying. But when I'm places, dudes always be like, I'm gonna take y'all somewhere after the show. And you know it, as a man, where they take you? To the strip club. You always go to the strip club. So I'm a female always in the strip club. I said, y'all got me questioning my sexuality. I'm just here to drink and eat these wings because they do be good. They do be good. But I go because, I mean, I just enjoy myself wherever I am. It ain't about the place. It's about the person. Absolutely. And I always have a good time. And I just be laughing because we'll be in country towns. And you know how, you know a town, that's their spot though. And everybody know this, you know, strip club or whatever. But you get there and you look around like, oh my God, whose basement is this?
It's your normal
with a pole. Why her teeth missing? Why your stripper teeth missing? What's wrong with it?
Why you got a bullet wound?
You be looking around like, I done been to some place. I went one time with Doodoo Brown to Bena Vista, And I didn't know the Tyson chicken plant was down there. I just smelled stinking. It smelled stinking. Like, soon as you got there, like, it was a stench and you couldn't put your finger on it. Like, it was just right there at your nostrils. And I was like, what is that? Why is it so stinking? And they said the Tyson chicken plant down here. It almost made me stop eating chicken. And I said almost. Baby, glad my fat urges took over. But and then we went in this place and it looked like we went in somebody's clubhouse. It looked like a club. It looked like somebody nailed that together with no instructions. They just put it up. It had a pole. Anytime you just be at strange places and a pole just
come out of nowhere.
It's
You
weird.
never know when you got a strip though.
You'll never know.
You might have to shake some
But
ass.
that's
for a
where
week.
we performed, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I done been to some places.
You never know.
You're saying a favorite spot? No, I just love being places. But the funniest thing, and I got to tell the story. I had a lady who really adored me, and she owned a swingers spot. Now, she used to have it at her house, and they would call the police so much that she finally got a building. It was on Roosevelt Highway. And so I enjoyed myself, and they really loved me. So I could come and bring guests. And first of all, my favorite thing is porn and pork chops.
God damn it. The 2 P's.
Porn and pork chops.
God damn it. That's P's right
Porn and pork chops.
Porn and pork chops. Goddamn.
Porn and pork chops. Ooh, because they had pork chops.
Right.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God.
talking about. I love that shit. Makes my heart go.
The lady be out there frying. You could smell them pork chops in that deep fryer. And then they would put porn on the projector. So I'm seeing porn in like
High definition.
Right. And they
That's
would
the
get,
best.
they knew that they would let me pick out the porn that I would like. And what's funny is, like, I would watch older porn because they had one of them phones that had the rotary thing on it, and they had did it on the stove. You could tell that stove was old. Like, I like stuff like that. Like, it almost be like a movie, but it be porn. Oh my God, it was the best. So I'm all
vintage for real.
Vintage, good old vintage porn, pornography. You gotta say the whole word when it's that pornography. And I love me some good old pornography. So anytime I was there, I stayed at the bar. I had pork chops and wine, and I watched porn. Now he gave me the remote control because he know what I do. It be people doing other stuff in there, but I wasn't. But my brother was with me, Dr. Foolish. That's my heart. Dr. Foolish is my brother, man. So Dr. Foolish is there, and I get my brother a dance, cause my brother, we be hanging out, we have a good time, so I got him a dance. She was real pretty, chocolate girl, thick. She was perfect, but he wasn't, into the dance the way I thought he should be into the dance. So when we get in the car, we get ready to leave, I looked over at my brother. I said, dang. I said, you ain't like the girl I got to dance for you? Mm-hmm. I said, she was real pretty. He said, sis, she was pretty. He said, but she did a handstand in his lap. She put her head in between his legs. Her body was right here, and then she split her legs open. So I had already gave her 2 thumbs up for me. She had skills to pay the bills. Right. I don't know what them sparkles is, but
that shit never happened on my shit.
Right. Right, because you ain't never talked about pornography.
That's what it took. A strip of her leg over y'all niggas to put fireworks in my shit.
She did a handstand. She did her head between his legs. Her body was right here. Her legs come straight open. So he said, yeah, sis, when she did that handstand in my lap, he said when she busted open, he said she had hemorrhoids. Oh my God! I had to pull over. It was done. We laughed for 30 minutes. We couldn't even leave the parking lot of the
goddamn bumpy knuckle butts. That was shit is not a good look.
He said, but the face he made, he looked like he was about to cry. He said, I think it had touched my lip. He said, am I gonna get it? I said, I don't think him runs fast like that.
They lied to us and he wasn't tip me, and she was at the bar drinking Sprite.
She
said she was there.
He wasn't tipping.
Oh, for real?
He wasn't tipping because he got fucking the damn hemorrhoid in his lip.
She had the hemorrhoids. And then one time, listen here, for my birthday, these people love me so much. No, this the funny part. I had took Foolish. Now, and my friend, my stylist, her name is Janice. Shout out to Janice. She is a great stylist. When I came in, they gave me a stack of money to throw on the strippers that they had there. Now, every time it would be upgraded because they was moving the stuff from the house thing to this club thing. So they had DJ, they had different little curtain rooms and stuff, and it was real nice. But every time it was an added little touch. This time we came in, it was a swing in the middle of the floor. And I said, it ain't no way in the world I would let a man get me in one of these swings where he could just have at it, just hard and furious with no stopping.
No balance.
Yeah.
I don't stop.
Right.
The swing around.
The swing. So I was like, So, and they had little pools. We were filled with baby oil. Oh my God! So it was a vibe. But when we in line, the funny part is when we're in line, the person at the door was a stud. It's a dyke girl. So she pat me down and checked me. I go on in. I told you they gave me the stack of money. Fool is still at the door. I'm like, what took you so long? Fool is saying, man, sis, the girl patting me down. She going all by my leg and shit, going down there. He said, my dick got on hard. He said, she looked at me and said, ugh. He said, bitch, that's what's supposed to happen.
No, you're not used to this.
Right? Oh, that was funny. We had I'm telling you, they love for us to come because we always brought joy to the spot. So Janice really enjoys herself. Janice enjoys herself. She don't need nobody to have a good time. You could just look over and Janice dancing in the corner. She always wear the moon boots and just weird stuff. She was dressed like a Tin Man that night, I think. I don't really know. She always wear real, because she's a stylist, so she dressed real. You're going to know her. So Janice had so much fun that the sun was coming up. I feel like dusk to dawn. When the sun coming up, I'm a vampire. I need to get in the house. I need to be laying down. I don't want Jesus to find me in this house of this den of iniquity. Yeah, so I'm gonna get on out of here. So I said, all right, Janice. She said, well, I ain't ready to go. I said, huh? She said, yeah, just go ahead and leave me. I said, leave you? She said, yeah, I want to stay. I said, oh, okay. Damn. She said, let me get my stuff out the car. Damn. So she came to the car. She got all her things. She said, I'm going to call me an Uber when I'm ready to go. I said, okay then. And then I said, you sure? I had to reiterate. You sure? She said, yeah. I looked in my rearview mirror one more time, real sad. But she ain't even look back. She was going right back up into play.
Home.
right. Janice didn't even look back. Janice was out of there. And I said, oh, this is crazy. Like, we had a great time, but I'm not going to be there that long.
Slick said, was Janice married to Sam?
No. Yes, I think that's his name. She live over there.
Slick know everybody.
She live on the east side. Off of Wesley Chapel.
Slick said, well, she married to Sam, so Slick knows Janice.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Janice is a stylist, and she famous. She style a lot of people.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I got her from Georgia Me. She's Georgia Me stylist as well. And Georgia Me does a lot of great things. Y'all should have her over here. She is amazing.
Yeah.
She live.
Great poet.
Yeah. Excellent. But yeah, we had the time of our lives that night. I had to give it up though. I don't be nowhere like that. And church hours was coming in. I was like, let me get on, act like I love the Lord, and go on back to the house.
All right, so I saw recently on Facebook a female comedian putting out a post saying she's tired of going to clubs and seeing all these female comedians just doing sex jokes. They need to broaden their subject matter. Do you think that's the case?
I don't like it when females do it. I really don't. That's a pet peeve of mine. If that's the best you can do. I have a list. It ain't just sex. I don't like when new comedians do bad breath jokes. It's been beat to death. It's really redundant. It's too easy. It's too easy to talk about stinking breath. It's too easy to talk about little dicks. Cause I can go on and on and on.
Okay.
Cause I want to know where pornography dicks been. Cause I don't be seeing them in the streets for real. Where are they? Are they only on pornography?
I sure they're being vetted. There's a lot of comedian beefs going on. How do you feel about that going on right now? You got
comedian beef.
So you got last thing I saw was Corey and Darnell.
Yeah.
Of course, you got the cat going off and everybody. I just saw Lil Rel on Shay Shay talking about Cat Williams and calling the nigga ugly. He said he's not a pretty looking nigga anyway. So it's just so much feel like rapper type shit going on between us. Why?
I think it's individual. It's people. You're saying it like that's another thing. Like they be like comics do this and comics. It's not a comic thing. Mm-hmm. This is a human thing.
Human nature.
Arguing, beefing, all that stuff is human. It ain't subject to a singer, rappers, comics. It's human. Mm-hmm. People have a disagreement. People are jealous. People are mad. Some people do it for clout. I really don't know. I don't have a beef with anyone, nobody. I don't want to beef with you, cause I fight. I throw hands. Now listen, I don't argue. I don't want a mouth battle with nobody. That's too much. I'm gonna come and see you. I have done it before. My Sunshine had said something about me one time, and but it was something that I said, and it was really positive. But sometimes people misread stuff. And I said, how do people determine a legend in the comedy industry? Like, people call themselves legends. I said, doing something for a long time does not make you a legend. That just make you... I could go to the same job. I can go up to my job for 20 years and retire. It don't make me a legend at that job. It made me a faithful employee. And some comics don't understand. You ain't no legend. You just a good, faithful employee. You do this, and you've been doing it for an amount of time. But... a legend? No, you're not. And I was like, people always say, yeah, legend. They be doing it 20 years. Just because you're doing something 20 years, you can taste pies at a pie factory for 20 years. Don't make you no legend.
Nigga, legendary pie eater.
Right? Yeah, you pie taster number 37. Been on the job 25 years.
Right there. That's the best nigga that ever did it right there.
Right, the pie taster.
Cherry pie, apple pie. Stand no chance about that nigga.
Right. His taste buds are phenomenal. He know a pie. Rhubarb. You know he can taste pies. He know a rhubarb.
Nah, this is out the box. You trying to trick me.
Right. This ain't Patty. This ain't Patty.
What's the key to longevity in comedy?
Let me finish the story.
Okay,
she had said that she know why I would say that, because I don't have no clout. So Sunshine had said all this stuff about me. And because her and Doodle was doing a show. And I'm like, why is she beefing with me? Like, Sunshine is my baby's godmother, and we were like besties, and so I'm like, she know my number. If you got a beef with me, I don't feel like you got the beef with me on the internet. If you know me, call my house, call my number, come, you know what I'm saying? You can see me. We don't got to do that. Like, we can resolve this. I don't want to argue, and sometimes it just be a simple misunderstanding. And so she was saying all this stuff, and people was like, oh girl, go look on Doodoo's show, and I'm seeing her going off. So the next week I got dressed, cause the little studio was right down the street from my house. I didn't have to cut my car on. I think I walked around there. I was so mad, cause I was coming to kick her ass, and I'm telling you what was gonna happen. That was it. So when I walked into the studio, everybody was like, ooh, sweet baby Keita. And then she yelled out, sour baby Keita. Oh. And then she said, what are you here for? I said, to kick your ass. I'm here to kick your ass. And then I said, because, and then when I told her, when I said what I posted on Facebook, like I, explained it, she got it. She was like, I admit. And she said it right there, like, I misread it. Like, we cool. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a conversation. Like, I don't feel like people have to beef. If you get an understanding with somebody, y'all can move on from it.
Facts. That's facts.
It be awkward a little bit, but as soon as you get understanding, it's not a beef. Y'all on the same plane. I ain't gonna beef with you. I'm gonna fight you. Like, if we, you know what I'm saying? If it's a real thing, it's gonna be hands.
Right.
Hands.
Right to the nitty gritty.
Ask my baby dad.
God damn. Same nigga you wish to get smite?
Smite. First of all.
Smitten.
You hear me? Smitten away.
What's the key to longevity in the comedy game, since you're talking about legends and doing
for doing it a long time. First of all, you still have to have a love for it. You have to have a love for comedy, because when you first start, it is no money. Child, ain't no money. Nothing. You get them little $25, you be so happy. Then the 25 might trickle up to 50, then it's 75. Like it's a slow little move, but you got to have a heart for it to keep going through that process. And then at my stage, when I feel like I got the accolades that I have under my name, sometimes I just feel almost disrespected at an amount of money that people will, offer me. Like when I have a room, it's certain people and I don't do it out of disrespect. I do it out of the most respect. It's this amount of money I can't offer to certain people. I feel like your statue, you shouldn't take this, and I don't want to offer it to you in disrespect. Now, if you ask me to come to my room, I'll sure have you down there, but I wouldn't offer it to you, not because I don't want you. It's because I feel like I can't afford you.
Right.
I can't, and I don't want to disrespect nobody. But recently, I had somebody book me for February the 17th. Now, the 17th is this year was a Valentine's Day weekend, because Valentine's Day is in the middle of the week. It's the 14th. So I said, I said, what's your budget? Because it was on a Saturday. He said $150. I said, $150 for a Saturday? I said, but you my boy. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying, somebody I know, I'll do it. Because I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the person.
Right.
So I said, yeah, I'll do it for you. I said, because I don't do this amount of money on a Saturday. But if it's a Valentine's Day show and a Saturday, I can't do it for $150. I just can't.
Right.
He said, Valentine's Day is before that. I said, I understand. I said, but people celebrate the weekend before or after. Like, don't patronize me. Absolutely. He said, well, I don't know the concept of the show, Keita. I said, right. But if it's Valentine's Day, I can almost guarantee you I can't do it. So he said, okay. I said, well, if it's not that, then we good. Run it. I'm on the flyer. Don't even know it. Somebody put the flyer up that was also on the flyer. I see the flyer come down my timeline that I never got. And the flyer said Valentine's Day so big that it looked like it was lit up. It was illuminated. It had lights around it. It was so big. That's all you seen. You seen Valentine's Day, and then you seen our little pictures like intertwined with it. So you know it's a Valentine's Day show. And now I feel disrespected. So I just I did what I said I was gonna do. I'm not coming. I didn't have to say that to you because I said it in our initial conversation. It's no misunderstanding. You got to know I'm not coming. If you think I'm playing, please know my word is my bond. I said what I said. And I don't know people who stand on business, but I stand on that shit till my ankles break. You hear me? On God. And I did not come. I booked something else that paid me a Valentine's Day fee. Why would I take $150? It's a disrespect to me. And it's because, females, like, even if they were booking a man for $600 and the dude will call me and be like, the promoter asked me to do the show at $600, Keita, I can't do it, can you do it? I say, yeah. When the promoter called me, it's $400. No, it was $600 for him, it's $600 for me. Like, why? Because I'm a female, I'm gonna do the same thing, probably even better. I'm gonna do this, so you're gonna pay for what you gonna get. You just have to, any female, listen to me. Once you figure out your worth in this industry, like, at least, you know what I'm saying? Once your talent come up, you got a good set, you're crushing it consistently, you have to be on your price. You can't let people punk you down. And I had a manager, and she was trying to be sexy. Even when we went to the Apollo, she had on a see-through jumpsuit. I said, I see your drawers. And she was like, oh, I'm going to change. I'll put on some darker underwear. I said, no, put on another outfit. You don't need no. But I said, you got a blouse? Look at me. I asked for a blouse. You got a blouse and a skirt? Because we're going to represent us. I said, I'm doing business. I don't want anyone to think for one moment sex is involved. You ain't getting none of this. As payment for my work,
right?
First of all, I don't want it. You gonna have to pay me for this little cootie pop. I don't want it.
Not the cootie pop.
Little cootie pop.
Oh no, you crazy. All right. So I always ask everybody this: dead or alive? You got your last dollar. Who you gonna go see?
Dead.
Top 5. I need your top 5 comedians that are alive that you would pay to go see. They're coming to town.
I have paid. I went to see Corey Holcomb,
Love Corey.
Dave Chappelle.
Love Dave.
I'm only gonna say comments that I paid money for. I paid to see Carlos Miller. I think he is amazing. I've been there since day one. He is an amazing talent. K-Dub, Kelly, K-Dub, Walker. I will pay and support him or whatever I need to do. And
one more.
I don't know, cause it's hard. Like, I don't got but one more slot, and I don't want to like leave nobody out.
Wait till you get the next question.
I really don't want to leave nobody out. I found a lot of people extremely funny. But who else would I pay to go see? I would pay to go see Mike Epps.
Okay, that's a solid, very solid list.
Yeah.
So you're producing a show for Netflix.
Producing.
Right. You're producing a show, putting on a show for everybody to see live on Netflix. You have 4 slots. You have a host, opener, feature, and headliner. Out of that 5, who's gonna fit those 4 slots?
I would have Mike Epps hosting.
Okay.
Feature would be Corey, but he wouldn't do it because he wouldn't feature for Dave Chappelle. But Dave Chappelle would be my headliner.
That makes sense.
And people, say Dave ain't as funny or he's not the person that they say. He is every bit of that person. He's the person that brings everything into a round ball, because a lot of people do skits and they're funny on skits, but when you get to that stage and all them eyes on you, it's a different focus. It's a different animal. Like, that's something different. And when you can do skits and the way he put them skits together, the thought process, like, people put together skits and they be so stupid. Like, you don't put no thought into it. It just be like, it seemed like something you said in your mind when you got high. Because I've done stuff like that before. Like, I did a feature film for Halloween. When they gave me the lines, I said, who wrote this? Like, it seemed like somebody in the 3rd grade had even wrote this script. And it was cool. Hey, Easy, I ain't gonna talk about you bad, but I'm gonna talk about you. I said, is he retarded? I swear to God, when I was reading, I said, is he retarded? And they were like, you so crazy. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I said, I'm not gonna say this. I said, I'm gonna use this concept, but I need to talk the way I would talk. Right. That's the hard part about, like, scripts. Like, if this is not your verbiage or how you would talk on an everyday basis, it's a little harder. But when it's just some things that don't make sense, and I couldn't say that. And so I put my lines in, and I'm telling you, it came out the best with the lines that I gave. It was really good on the part that I did. But, you can't bring that to stage. Like, stage is different. When you up there, ain't nobody else up there with you. You not in a group. You not, a skit. It got a couple of people in it. You interacting with people. On stage, it's nothing but you and Black Jesus. That's who I serve. Black Jesus.
That microphone, that spotlight, whatever.
Right, that's it.
You feel
a little chair yourself. If they put a chair up there. But that's it. And then sometimes I feel like this. For me, I used to boo people, and I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Oh, I was bad about it. Let me take accountability. I was a booer. Like, I feel like because I came up in the booing area, I used to go to the 559 and the old Uptown when it was across from Houston's. You got booed. Like, that let you know we don't like you. Go back to the drawing board. Let's try it again. But now they'll let you, because, we're so, let's everybody get a chance. And then, you can't boo. And, you won't be so supportive. But you'll sit there through the most traumatic set ever and be staring at a person. But I hate that the person don't get down. I always say, if you see that it ain't going good, live to tell jokes another day. Don't die on that stage. Don't die right there. Live to tell those jokes somewhere else. or work on them or whatever. But if you see it ain't going good, just wrap it up. Say your name, thank them, and get on out of there. Like, why would you keep trying to go back in? It's not, you not getting it back. It's gone. It's gone.
Okay. You right. Finish your list, baby. Your show. You got Dave, that's the headliner. Who's your feature and who's your opener?
I said Corey.
Corey's your feature?
Uh-huh.
Who's your opener? You said Mike's your host. You have one last one.
Carlos is the opener.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
Yeah, that was a good show. That's a good show. I would pay to go see that.
I would pay to see that too. All right, let's go into these topics, all right? So we have Tiffany Henyard. She's the mayor of Dolton, Illinois. Is under fire for allegedly using taxpayer money for personal expenses, including $7,650 on hair and makeup alone, just in 2 months. They said her transactions was listed as assistant costs. Henyard, who earns a $300,000 a year salary, faces calls for resignation and further revelations of lavish spending on first-class trips and security detail. So in 2 months, she spent $7,600 on just makeup and hair, and she puts it under as assistant cost.
I put all that on my listen, when I file my taxes, that's my tax lady. All that is in there. Hair, makeup, clothes. You should know my wardrobe.
$7,000?
I spend that easy. I looked at my, cause I go through Rocket money, and it'll show you what you spend in a month. 1 month I spent $12,000. I don't know where it went. Damn. But I look good. I tell you that. But what I'm telling you is that's easy to drop, especially. And you said she in Michigan.
Mayor. She a mayor of Illinois.
Illinois.
Dolton. How was Dolton? You know what's that?
Dolton's right after Riverdale. It's about that big.
Right, but she probably had to go to a big city to get it done. If you're going to Detroit or somewhere like that to get your, cause them the best hairdressers. Shout out to Detroit, then Atlanta, but Detroit they gonna charge you. You gonna get a wig installed. Most times it's like $700-800. The wig itself is that amount. Like that's what I'm saying. If y'all don't know the amount of how much this stuff costs, cause I done ordered a wig off of IG. Y'all ought to been ashamed of y'allself. I was so excited. The wig was beautiful. It had the invisible parts. The lady had a bun. It was wavy. I couldn't wait. I was standing by the mailbox like it was a welfare check or the first of the month. I was ready for this wig. When this wig got there, the bag it was in looked like it had been beat up by the linebackers of the San Francisco 49ers. This bag had been through hell. This bag had been with Risa Tisa. This bag had been through trials and tribulation. The bag alone had looked like Mike Tyson had used it for training for this next fight he about to do. So when I get the wig out the bag, it looked scared. The wig was shaking and trembling a little bit. This wig looked nothing like what I paid for. The wig was so thin, the wig needed a wig. The wig needed a wig. So if y'all buy a wig and it's only, when they say, oh, it's only $40, don't get it. Don't. I got a wig one time. It was a shortcut. It was real pretty. And I paid like $30-40. It looked like George Jefferson. This wig looked like what's the lady from Divorce Court with them little stiff hairstyles with the glasses? She was on Divorce Court.
Divorce Court. I think I know you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
That
I see
wig,
her face, but I can't remember the name.
First of all, that wig looked like it belonged to a new crackhead. That's what it looked like. I could not believe I had gave them my money for this. I was so mad. But I'm telling you, she could easily drop that. I'm just being for real. Like, they don't know. But if that's part of her expenditures, I don't think she should spend taxpayer money for that. Right. She should have got her a boo. Right. Like Miss Willis, Fanny. You better get you somebody to throw a little chunk of change around. Now that's the best thing. You ain't asking me about Gorilla Grip.
Gorilla Grip.
Oh, you know Fanny, who is prosecuting for the YSL case, and I live in Fulton.
Oh, now I know.
I live in Fulton County, and I had prayed to my black Jesus to put me on the trial. Now they call me the B. Right, they call me all the time, but they ain't put me on that case. And so I can't be great. But then she gonna try Trump. I live right there. I had to wait so I can go home because they had all the streets blocked off, so he can come for 5 minutes and look in the. I know Rice Street scared the shit out of him. He acted strong. Rice Street scared the strongest people. If you want a man, ladies, about 3 a.m. they be releasing people on Rice Street. Go on up there, go around there, and he need a ride, baby, and somewhere to go. Go on up there. You don't want a man bad enough.
You stupid. Cause
go around there. But I'm telling you, but Fannie Day was coming after you. And you know when you're doing that type of work, your jacket got to be clean. I'm sorry. That's like running for president.
Facts.
It's like running for president, and it's crazy.
She got the grip.
But yeah, but when I seen that in his phone, that it said what? Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal. Oh my God.
The white man looks so uncomfortable saying that shit.
Oh, he did. They made him say it too. They said, could you please read?
Say the full name. You say, Gorilla Grip Pussy. I was like, that nigga wants something. You can tell he was kind of interested a little bit.
He was.
He's like, that nigga want to know what that grip like.
He looked at the number after he said the name on it. He was like, what's that number? Gorilla Grip.
If you ever need my assistance on any legal, I do after hours.
Gorilla Grip. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
First of all, she got somebody paying for her stuff. And what it is now, I see both sides. Because her and him is dating, that is a personal thing. And two, what you spend with your significant other ain't got nothing to do with your job. And
Fact. Two,
she offered it to 3 other people. She offered that position to 3 other people before she even offered it to him. It ain't like she just went out like, I'm going to hire my man. So y'all ain't giving her no credit. Give her credit. She got a gorilla grip. She could have been somewhere else.
That closed the deal for me.
You don't think she could have made Puff Daddy would have easily paid for gorilla grip?
Allegedly.
Right.
That might not be the grip he want. He may want some Bucci.
Allegedly. He like head. He like grip. He like it all. Front grip, back grip.
Allegedly. All right. Before this nigga sue our ass. 2 pilots reportedly fell asleep for 28 minutes on a flight to Indonesia. All 153 passengers landed safely in Jakarta and no injuries were reported. So, you know how you have autopilot. They wasn't even autopilot. These niggas just fell. Both of these niggas fell asleep. And somehow...
Did they have gummies? When they had the gummies I had?
30 minutes. Like, come on, dog.
They fell asleep for 30 minutes?
28 minutes. 2 pilots.
Wow.
Now, I was reading something. I went somewhere.
So did it deviate? Did it move? Or
I guess it landed in somewhere else that they wasn't supposed to land in, but they would just say, we just happy these motherfuckers landed safely.
We're good. We are happy. But it probably was Spirit. Was it Spirit?
No, these niggas it's an Indonesian airline.
It's the same people.
It's Indonesian Spirit. They almost became real life spirits.
Right.
That nigga almost killed everybody. Like, imagine it's like, hey, we weren't supposed to be here. Niggas like, so what happened was, I kind of dozed off a little bit.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry. I know you're supposed to be in Miami and you end up in fucking Wisconsin. My bad. Kind of.
Let's say it was United.
It was United? That's what they left?
For real?
Could have been.
But yeah, that's dangerous. I just feel like it's almost like what's the movie with Denzel Washington when he got high and drunk. Yes. That nigga was on cocaine, barbiturates. He came with that pressure. He flipped the plane over, slid it in upside down. Listen here, if they fell asleep, they should have been black. That's all I'ma say. That's for Black History Month.
That was a good movie. I forgot about that movie. Mm-hmm. All right, so 9 people dead and 70 others hospitalized after eating sea turtle meat on a remote African island.
I seen that.
This tragedy highlights the risks associated with consuming sea turtle meat, which can cause severe food poisoning, including gastrointestinal issues, neurological, hepatic, and renal toxicity. So it fucks your damn ass up, your stomach up, your brain up. But somehow we say this is a delicacy, and I want to eat some turtle meat.
Turtle meat.
And niggas died. And 78 injured.
sea turtle, that salt is in the body. It's in their system.
Nigga, why the fuck am I all the meats out here, all the oxtails, all the motherfucking
They too expensive.
But what I'm telling you is,
so's my life.
and the crazy thing is, probably some of them people didn't even order that. Like, somebody gave it to them off their plate. Like, you done got associate sea turtle. What is you
Nigga,
doing?
It's like calamari.
Cause I dated a fat dude, and every time we would go somewhere, he would wait till I ordered, and he'll order something else so he could try to eat off my plate. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
Get the shit out.
You should get what you wanted, cause I don't want your food. He'd be like, "You could taste this." No, I don't want to taste it.
That's
I ordered what
funny.
I wanted.
You should order what the fuck you want.
Yeah, somebody probably reached over and grabbed a good old hunk of that sea turtle and went down like the Titanic. I know they mad.
Lucy Liz said that's white people shit. They'll eat animals just to say they ate it.
Right.
That's true. They will try a lot of that shit.
I don't try nothing. I went to Costa Rica and we ate the little prickly fruit or whatever. They sell that stuff on the side of the road. I'll try something like that, but I'm not gonna try no animal I don't know listen. I don't even eat the food on the plane. If I can't identify it, it ain't going in me. Because I was on my way to Dubai and the lady came by and she was like, "You want beef, chicken, or fish?" And I said chicken. She handed me that little tray that they bring out the thing. It's warm and stuff, but when you open it up, all of it smelled like fish. I was like, "Oh no, ma'am." No, ma'am.
It was sea chicken.
It was sea chicken. Sea chicken.
Chicken on the sea.
Chicken by the sea.
All right, so Madonna just recently did a concert. She had everybody standing up singing the songs. They had their phones out, everything like that, and one person didn't stand up. So she's pointing them out, kind of calling them out for making them feel bad. Like, yo, you know who I am? Why you not standing up for my song? Come to find out, the person was in a wheelchair.
Oh.
So she's like, oh, my bad.
Well, she ain't bad.
Yeah, good seats, though. Madonna.
But they always do. That's a thing that people do. Sometimes people don't be wheelchair bound, but they give them the better, like in arenas, in different places. Because I know somebody that tell a joke and they was like they was with their friend and they thought they had good seats, but their homeboy was in a wheelchair and they wheeled him past him and took him on down to the front.
Damn, nigga, you got a better shit.
Right.
I'm going to wheelchair at the door. Can I go back and go get it? Because I can go through. Shit next to that nigga. My
friend did that at the airport. Like, she was like, you know how you be talking to somebody? I was like, I'm sitting in the jetway. She was like, oh, okay, I'm on my way. I was like, where you at? She was like, I'm coming now. I was like, okay. I'm looking to see if I see her. This bitch pull up in a wheelchair. Somebody pushing her up. Now I'm looking like, oh, okay. Soon as the wheelchair stopped, the lady put the park on. They put her bags over by her. She jumped straight up out this wheelchair. Told me, let's go get something to eat. I said, you can't walk past the person that just wheeled you over here.
Thank you.
Right.
Here's your tip.
That's exactly how it went. It was funny. I said, that lady gonna be mad. She done pushed your heavy self all the way down here.
All right, so as a $1.5 billion startup company that says it's getting close to bringing the woolly mammoth back from the dead using elephant cells. The company aims to create a woolly mammoth-like creature by 2028, utilizing advancements in stem cell manipulation. The breakthrough can also aid in studying living elephants and understanding their reproductive processes. Why are we trying to bring back a woolly fucking mammoth? A dinosaur.
I want to die.
That motherfucker was like 50 fucking feet. What are we gonna do with this big motherfucker in one of our cities?
Okay, are we guessing what color these people is by these stories? Remember on SNL when they did that? I can almost guess that that's a white group of people.
Yes, $1.5 billion on
an elephant with tusks.
What the fuck did we do with our money? Oh, woolly mammoth.
Right, let's get that popping.
Let's bring them niggas back. I miss them.
Right.
Something about land. We got a Ferris wheel. We got a trolley. We ain't got no woolly mammoths. Let's bring one of them niggas back.
Let's go get the Blues Brothers and get the band back together. Let's do that. Let's get that band back together.
This is why we have too much money.
Right.
Niggas with too much money be bored. They do shit like this.
First of all, you know niggas got too much money. You could tell that by the sections at the club.
Yes.
The bottle sections at the club. First of all, if you're at a real good club, you better have on some good relaxing shoes. Because you're going to stand up if you ain't got no section. They don't care nothing about
That's
you.
all facts.
They
Let your ass in somebody's section. That's not.
Yeah. Oh, I will. I sit
You
in
get
people.
away with that. My ass.
I sit in people's seat at concerts. I remember one time me and my friend was sitting in the people's seat, and they came back with their food, and they was like, "Those are our seats." I said, "You want them?"
Yeah, we paid for them. That's just funny. I love when niggas take seat, they get it better. They're like, hey, that's how I say. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay. I guess I sent back to my original shit. All right, so you guys, Samuel L. Jackson has made around $161 million from his movies. He averages around 2,200 words per movie in 156 movies. That's about $1,040 per word. The word motherfucker was 1,116 of those words. Samuel L. Jackson has made roughly $1,160 from saying the word motherfucker alone. What is your favorite curse word, and what would you want to get paid off of that curse word?
Paid off of a curse word. Oh no. I don't know. Because one time I got into it with this girl at work, and she cursed at me. But when I reported her, she said she only said one cuss word. And I said, that's stupid. Because if I'm cussing somebody out, I said a court stenographer can tell you how many cuss words I said. I don't have a favorite one. I put a combination together, and I'll tell somebody, I will verbally assault you. You will wish you never met me. That's my baby daddy. That's my baby daddy.
Baby daddy, call in. 678-740-9894. You are referenced 3 times already, nigga.
Right.
Mr. Smitten, I need you to call in. That's funny. Yeah, motherfucker's definitely a word. You know, he goes great, but I like fuck. I like harsh words.
It's not as versatile as
motherfucker.
You actually can use motherfucker
In so many ways. You really can.
This motherfucker's stupid as hell.
Yeah.
This motherfucker think I'm playing with him.
Yeah, you really can.
You can, right. It can escalate. The motherfucker can lead up to the motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker's very in there, and it can escalate. You know it's escalating,
right.
And you only use a motherfucker. Man, I wish this motherfucker would. I'll beat this motherfucker ass all motherfucking day, all up and down this motherfucking aisle in this motherfucking job.
Right.
Today and tomorrow.
See how it escalated, and I only use one cuss word.
One cuss word.
It's a very powerful cuss word.
One time, me and my boyfriend was arguing, and I had bought his kids some stuff for Christmas, and I don't know what we were arguing about, but I said, I got your kids this stuff. I was working at One Price Clothing. Remember the $6 store? And then they just named it One Price Clothing when they kept going up on the price. It was a $7 store. That's what it was.
Okay.
I worked at the warehouse. And so we get the first stuff. A lot of that stuff used to come from the mall. Stuff people didn't buy, but they also had their own line. We get first dibs, so I would be able to put stuff back. So I put stuff back for me, my son, and I put stuff for his kids. He told me their sizes. And so I put the money down on it because we still had to pay. We just got a discount.
Right.
So I told him I needed the money to get his kids' stuff off. And he was like, you got your son's stuff. And I was like, you got 3 kids. And I don't even know your motherfucking kids. And that's what I
said. Love it.
That was perfect sentence.
I said, I don't even know your motherfucking kids. He's like, you call my kids motherfuckers? And I said, no.
It was
I said, I don't know your motherfucking kids. And this nigga swung on me. And when I tell y'all, my sister had to get me off this man, I beat this man to pieces to the point where my sister said, that's enough. That is enough. Put your hands on me and see what happened. I had this nigga in the headlock, just punching him. My sister said that's enough.
See what you motherfucking make me do?
Because I don't even know your motherfucking kid.
Period.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I beat this nigga to pieces.
Damn, nigga. Call in this motherfucker. Tell us your side.
You know what the sad part is? He can't call. He just passed, but he will tell you,
shit.
key to that bitch. Cause one night, you know how when you're mad and your man ain't came home all night and you be thinking of stuff to do, or I'm gonna do this or scratch up his car or whatever. I don't do nothing. When I have time to think, it's gonna be way worse than that. It's gonna be the worst shit ever. So I'm walking around this house mad as fuck, and he ain't gonna come home all night. But I'm gonna fuck him up when he get here. When he came in, we had one of them industrial mops that you put in the thing and you wring it out with the wringer. I just dipped it in the water. I didn't wring it out. I slung that bitch and I knocked this nigga clean off his feet. And when he fell down, I came back the other way when he stood back up. He said, I ain't never been beat up by a wet mop before in my life.
That's funny. That's some resourceful shit right there.
Slick say her word is pussy, motherfucker.
I can see her saying that.
I can see her saying that.
I could definitely see her saying that. Yeah. When she mad.
She the first person I ever heard say, you, that bitch motherfucker.
That bitch motherfucker.
Right.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
Bitch ass.
That's a bitch ass motherfucker.
Bitch ass is, you got a little tink, you got a little sting to it, yeah.
Bitch assness is running rampant here in these.
Bitch ass, I do got a little thing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't like saying that to men. Some stuff is disrespectful. My son, man, I've never slapped my son. Like I would never. Like I think that is the most disrespectful thing that you can do to a man. I think the most disrespectful thing you could ever do to me is spit on me. And I know when I
you got to die. Nigga.
When I was offered a reality show when I got Kevin Hart, they were like, "You're perfect." And the first person we thought of was you. And I said, let me make something completely clear to you guys. I said, if anybody spit on me, put their feet on me, or throw some drink in my face, I'm going to be on the next episode. They not. And I meant it. I said, y'all don't have enough security if they spit on me. I can almost guarantee that. It ain't enough people in black. Y'all ain't got enough tasers. Nothing. I'm going to take their tongue out their mouth. You will not spit on me. You can keep that. Oh, a person put their lips together and hawk it up. Oh my God. I could see me killing you. I go to jail for that. I
that's
stand
why
up.
I be weird when niggas is like now spitting each other's mouth during sex. Like that's just disgusting.
What the fuck?
How does that become a thing?
And I had a friend say that like it was cute. Like, my dude spit in my mouth. Girl, shut up.
Right. Ugh. What the fuck?
Listen, me and this dude had been dating, and when we was sneaking around, it was good. When he was married, oh my God, that was the best sex ever. When we was sneaking in and doing it in the car, oh my God, that was the most eventful. Oh my God, that was a sexual escapade. It was lit up every time.
Sex you ain't supposed to have is always the best.
Oh, it's the best.
It's the adrenaline.
It's the best. But he had got a divorce. And why do I want your cheating ass to myself? You thought we were gonna go together? Now I want you to be with me.
I cleared my schedule.
You're a cheater.
Right.
You are absolutely a cheater.
I cleared my schedule. I'm ready for you now, baby.
But we always had sex and it would be intense and we would kiss, but it's a pop kiss. I pop kiss people like where you touch lips. Pop kiss is you kiss on the neck or you touch lips. I don't put my tongue in people's mouth and don't you damn it put. One day, I don't know, he was feeling real warm or something because I guess he had got a divorce, but that nigga slid his tongue in my mouth. I made him put his clothes on and get out my house. You got to go. You can't even continue to be here. I know you didn't put your down. You know how I felt the fit. I said, what? I said, oh, you got to go. Your tongue went in my mouth. I'm offended.
I gotta put my tongue other places.
And why is it warm?
Right.
Why'd you feeling? You feeling warm? I don't know. You know how you feel like it could be love. I told you. I told you.
Can't love a cheater.
Right.
I cannot love a cheater. Cannot love a cheater. And that's what I be laughing at women that do that because they think that y'all are so good sexually that I'm better than her and I do this. Listen here, let me be very clear to you. That man is just a cheater. Like your stuff ain't just as good. They like anybody that's gonna give it to him. You just gonna give it to him? Hell yeah, he want it. Don't think he gonna say, no, you gonna give me some pussy? I don't want it. No, go on, get away from me. Get that out of here.
Jezebel, get out of here. Oh, my mama told you about you ski.
Right.
I saved it for marriage.
Right.
I'm going to send for somebody who deserves it.
Right.
Not gonna look at me the same in the morning.
You're not. So So you know what?
They are gonna do it. They gonna say I don't use.
They not, and that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why women feel like you done took this man from another woman, like he's not gonna do this again. Like you are so elite. The same thing happened to Rick Ross' new girl. She was there for about 2 months. She was posted up, balled up. Oh my man, my man.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for females. I'm sorry. Y'all dating backwards. Let me be very clear. I only go on dates to eat. You hear me? I'm only there to get me a meal. I'm not worried.
At least you're honest about it.
I'm not worried about your 5-year plan.
I always say that.
Right, I ain't worried about your 5-year plan. I ain't worried about, what your goals are. I don't give a damn about that. What I need to know is when that Parmesan crusted sea bass gonna come out the back. That's what I need to know. Parmesan crusted sea bass.
She definitely not eating that cheesecake.
Right. I just ate that Cheesecake Factory before I came here. It's in the car. Believe me, I eat there because I like food. Yeah. They got a mean meatloaf at the Cheesecake Factory. You lying, trifling bitches. You better eat what somebody feed you. That's what your mama said when you growing up. Y'all ain't had no good mamas. No good. Your mama made you clean your plate and you ate what you gave and what they gave. And if you didn't like it, your ass went to bed hungry that night.
Facts.
Yeah, you ain't get to pick. Y'all always got y'all nose turned up. I don't eat that. That's beneath me. No. What's beneath you is getting a job. You need to go somewhere and work.
It was beneath you is your damn stomach growling.
Right. Like a leopard.
You hungry?
I was out with a friend one night and she said she don't like to eat in front of a man. So we was there with the guy and she wasn't eating, but her stomach wanted to eat. Her stomach sound like a leopard trying to get free. I was like, I almost was mad, like, bitch, you hungry? Why don't you just eat? Like, go in the bathroom and eat a biscuit or something. You better tame that stomach. Your stomach loose. That's that willy mammoth. That stomach was a willy. It was growling. I was so embarrassed for her because she kept trying to be cute. Listen here, ma'am. He ain't gonna pick you because you somewhere not eating and being hungry as fuck. You ain't impressing him.
A growling stomach ain't good during sex.
I'm gonna tell you how cold I am.
Period. Like, you got a boo-boo?
Right.
I want to hear you moan. I don't want that stomach growing.
Right. Because when I go out, I get so bold. I be like, listen, my kids at home. If I could get a little to go.
Oh, you went down. You got into a
Because the Bible said you get not because you ask not. I asses.
You want Parmesan sea bass to go?
Parmesan crusted. My kids show.
Put your son on the phone. I don't believe that shit.
You ain't gonna be friends with other nigga.
Nigga, 2 years old.
Man, get on the phone. I want a cheeseburger.
Fuck what he talking about. He said he want.
Salmon.
He always play around. That's salmon.
You're right.
Burger. Nigga want a cheeseburger.
Right. That's what he think it is. Cause we be eating salmon burgers. So he wants salmon.
He wants salmon.
Right. He don't know how to pronounce salmon burger.
You call it cheeseburger. He don't know how to pronounce it.
He don't know how to pronounce it, but it's
right.
I'm gonna get some food to go if I need to. It's no way. I don't know how mothers go and leave their kids at the house. You go get a full meal and you ain't cooked or nothing. You ain't gonna bring your kids nothing back home. Please believe me, I'ma ask. Me and my kids thought I was a hero the way I used to come to their house. I would bring stuff from work. If we had pizza and stuff at work, when it was the end of the day, I was already boxing it up. It was going to my house. My kids, if we had a potluck, please no. I come to places with Tupperware. Anybody that know me know. If I pull up at your shindig, I got something to take my food away from here with.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, this is my last one. Woman says she lost her boyfriend due to a brain aneurysm while she was giving him head. She was, they would say, what's the craziest, wildest thing that ever happened? She said, I was giving my boyfriend head, and the nigga almost died because he had a brain aneurysm, and he broke up with me after. And I'm like, that's a good reason. But if I want to get some head and risk it all, I want some coma head. That's pretty.
Want some near-death head.
Oh, yeah. How you suck a nigga so hard?
That he died.
First of all, listen, let me make this very clear to you people. Listen, y'all hear me? Wait a minute. Breaker 1, 2. Is this thing on? Is this thing? Listen here. A man don't give a damn if you can have 104 temperature. If that nigga, if you say yes to him sticking his dick in you, he absolutely will. But that man was just very unhealthy. Men don't go to the doctor. It wasn't nothing about that head. That nigga blood pressure was high before he got over there. That's what you need to see about. Your ankles was swollen, look like two basketballs. Right.
He was on his way.
Right. He was well underway. And probably ain't got no insurance money. He was gonna die and somebody gonna have to do a GoFundMe. Y'all need to stop that. Man, I work at a doctor's office. Y'all need to start going and seeing about yourself. You worry about your penis. I dated an old man. And an older man. Let me just make it plain. Mr. Charles, I told him jokes in the beginning. That's so true. And Mr. Charles, if nobody knew it, but was only 10 years older than me, but the way I would describe his ailments, you'd have thought he was 90 years old. He had every old man disease known to God and man. But he kept going to the male clinic getting them shots for his penis so his penis could get hard. Now, you're more worried about putting your dick in somebody than your blood pressure and diabetes. You lose your toe, you still trying to fuck. One night we was at the club, he had promised me some good dick. He had bought a blue pill from somebody and he had on this Coogee suit with all them damn colors in it. And I don't know what he did, but he put it in his pocket and he lost that damn pill. I was so happy.
No fucking for you tonight.
Right. That's right. Because I had to do missionary. I would have to lay on my back and scoot to the end of the bed so he could stand on the floor in order for that.
He couldn't lay down?
It was the worst shit ever.
Wow.
Because it really didn't get hard and he didn't need that leverage to try to do, when that mash in, you need all the leverage you can get for the mash in. And he had those pumps, and people don't know about those, but he had like 2 or 3 of them. When we moved, and my son them had picked the bed up. You know how you take the bed down? My son said, "Ma, what's that shit?" I said, "Just put it in the box and shut the fuck up."
He picked it up.
Right. Don't ask. Don't even ask. Y'all don't know what trauma I go through to keep this house together.
That's funny. Yeah, well, Shorty, stop telling everybody you gave a man. Like she said, that nigga was probably on his way out. Anyway.
He was on his way out. He was well underway to an aneurysm. Ask his doctor. That's who you need to ask. Don't be mad he broke up with you. You need to get somebody healthy. That's what men do. When a man be like, I'm ready to settle down. I don't want to be out here no more. That nigga sick. You hear me? Y'all don't want no girlfriend. You want a CNA. You need somebody to separate them pills in that little box they give you at the CVS and take your blood pressure and stick you in the butt on Mondays. I don't know, but I ain't doing that for nobody else. Mr. Charles caught me slipping because he was paying all my rent, every bit of it. He paid the rent and all the bills, and he gave me and my kids an allowance. We used to be standing in line. I had an allowance just for the house, like I was a decorator.
You better get that goddamn edge of the bed sex, mama.
I did.
You better get that goddamn.
I did.
Squeeze semi-limp dick in you, because I need some Jordans.
The mush monster.
The mush monster.
I'm gonna get it. Just give me 1 more second.
The funniest day was one day I got off of work. I worked overnight. And every Friday we would have a meeting at 7:00. So Mr. Charles had called me a couple of times during my meeting. So when I got out of the meeting, I called him. I said, I do call him Mr. Charles. And I know he was my boyfriend, but I'm from the South. And anytime you older, it's Mr. Charles. So Mr. Charles, I said, you okay? He said, yeah. I said, well, we going to get something to eat. I just got out the meeting. He said, well, you coming home? I said, yeah, I'm going to get something to eat and I'm going to come on to the house. He said, okay, then I'm going to be here. I said, you want anything? He said, no. We got the Gut Busters. And if y'all know Gut Busters, like I know Gut Busters, that plate be so heavy. Order some cheese grits because that's what they got. And the plate be so heavy, we just sat down in the place and started eating. Mr. Charles called me again. I said, you okay? He said, yeah, I thought you was on your way. I said, I am, but we sat down and ate. Do you want anything? He said, no, I just see you when you get here. I said, okay. So my friend knows the method. She said, I guess you're going to have to scoot to the end of the bed. I'm walking in the house like I'm on punishment. I was like, no, leave me alone, bitch. Get out of here. So she drive on off. I go in the house. As soon as I get in the house and get in our bedroom, Mr. Charles is sitting at the end of the bed, buck naked. Dick hard as a motherfucker. Dick hard as crack rock in the 80s. He got it in his hand. I ain't never seen it this size. Never. So I had a little gleam in my eye a little bit. I said, what's going on? He said, yeah, I was waiting on you. That's when he first got the shots. He said they had gave me these shots and so I can get hard because I told him I'm about to lose my girl. I said, oh. He said, yeah, well, come on. So, I had to scoot to the end of the bed.
You still had to scoot? Damn.
Still had to scoot. So, I'm telling you, I was looking at my watch, my phone.
Oh, my God.
About approximately 2.5 minutes past 2. And I said, and it was over. So I said, damn, that's the same shit you been doing. He said, it's your fault. He said, cause my dick been hard for 45 minutes. I've been waiting on you. And I told him, I said, let me tell your ass something. The next time you get your dick this hard, you wait till you see the whites of my eyes.
Don't you start before I get that nigga, his dick ran out anytime. It took too goddamn long. He was like, bitch, where you at?
That's what he said.
His dick running out of minutes. I need to hurry and put this thing in you.
It was gone.
That's funny as fuck. All right, Kitty, give everybody your social media stuff. What shows you got coming up?
I am at the Laughing Skull tomorrow for the Best of Atlanta. Laughing Skull, Best of Atlanta at 8 p.m. Tomorrow. It is on Peachtree Street inside the Vortex. So I don't know who all was on the show. I did see the flyer, but I'm not looking at it right now. And also, I just got it. Don't do that. And they're going to let me be a judge at 10 o'clock for the roast battle. They're now doing a roast battle at the Laughing Skull, and it's really funny. The last time I was actually contestant in the roast battle, and I was supposed to roast against Lauren Knight. And she and I had talked like the night before, and she said, Keita, I don't know what to say about you. She was like, they told me I had you, so I had wrote some stuff. And I said, you wrote some stuff. But me coming from the background I'm from, a roast battle is me just coming off the dome, like me just firing. I fire shots rapidly. Like I got an AK-47 with this mouth. So I didn't know what she was like, yeah, I wrote some stuff. She told me what she had wrote, and I laughed a little. I did. It was funny.
She told you her homework? Okay.
She told me her homework, but I was already ready. I was like, I ain't write nothing, but when we get up there, it's on. And so she was, so the next day came, and she didn't show up. So I didn't have nobody to roast. So they let me close the show out. And this time I'm I'm a judge. Nice. So I'm a judge. So tomorrow at 10 p.m. I will be judging. You can follow me on all things at Sweet Baby Keita at SweetBabyKita. And I'm going to say it again, as I always do. SweetBabyKita. Sweet Baby Keita on everything. I even have a website. So if you type in sweetbabykeita.com, my website will come up. It is beautiful. I put a lot of money and a lot of work into it. And I'm going back and adding some stuff so that I can have a calendar on there that is active. It's just that you have to have help. I'm a mother, a secretary. I have an emotional support cat that I've got from my daughter. If y'all see my TikToks, my daughter has an emotional support cat, but she ain't never at the house. So the cat be with me. Now I'm allergic to cats. I want y'all to know, like, my allergists say I'm a level 4. That's the highest you can get. So I'm having to get shots and take Allegra each and every day just to be with this Ruby. And Ruby why she got a Baptist choir director name? Why? Ruby tap everything. Ruby done tore down my curtains in the living room. Ruby knocked over my roses. Ruby knocked over the trash can, and now Ruby has torn down the curtains in my room. And then Ruby got missing. We didn't know where Ruby was. I was getting ready to go out Friday night, and I heard a faint cry. Mew, mew. I'm looking around yelling, Ruby, come on. Because we was really wanting Ruby back. And I looked down on my porch. Ruby got to be under the house, like under the porch. So I know I ain't going under that house. You know, I live on the west side, zone 1. Zone 1. I'm not going under that damn house with no flashlight looking for no black cat. That's the making of a horror film. If I never seen one, that's when it come on. It's over. I knew it. So what I was gonna do was procure me a crackhead. Procure means to, yeah.
To acquire.
Yeah, it means to acquire me
to draft me a crackhead.
No, procure. To get me a procure. Because when I first moved into the house, I needed a deep freezer move, and I said I need me a strong crackhead. I put it out there. If you want it, you gotta say it. I said I need me, and I said the word strong. There's an adjective. I said I need me a strong crackhead. I drove to the end of my street. It was a man out there working out, muscular as hell, and I knew he was on crack. I offered him $10. No, I think 20 to come and move this deep freezer and some other stuff. This man had moved some stuff in. He said, if you could give me $10 of the dollars now, and I'm gonna come back. I know what that meant. So I did give it to him, because maybe crackheads have a strength that you can't even talk about. That's superhero type strength. I gave him them $10. He was gone about 30 minutes. Like he said, he came right on back. That man had my deep freezer on his shoulder. He toted it in by himself. I had a strong crackhead is what I asked for, and God delivered him to me.
I need to power up real quick. Let me be right back. Give me 30 minutes.
Right. I knew when he asked me, he said, if you give me 10 of them dollars, I said, oh, okay then. All right, Mr. Crackhead. I said Mr. in front of Crackhead.
That's funny. All right, y'all, this has been a great show, and we thank Miss Sweet Baby Keita for coming through. I knew it was going to be a good show. I knew it. I have
and
we
got on the same colors.
We do. Matching twinsies. I got a show next week, Friday. Please get some tickets. It is going to be at Baccaris Plant-Based Pizza Lounge. All right, I have some really funny people. Derek Hurley, headlining, Calibo as feature, Eddie Coleman as opener, and my special guest, Miss Shoney. Please come down. This is 576 Lee Street. It's going to be a great show. Trying to do this every 2 weeks. There's some really funny comedians. I can't afford Sweet Baby Keita. So
You can't.
I'm not even going to try to ask her.
No, ask on the front. No, don't ask me for your budget. Ask me on the strength of us being cool, and I'll do it. I don't have a thing, because I'm going to get the money. Because somebody want this under this dress. They want that. And you got to come up with some of this. I'm going to need it.
I'll have some sugar daddies in the crowd.
I don't even have no free pussy on me.
You left it at home?
I don't carry that around with me. Not at all.
Oh my God, this girl's crazy. All right, so make sure y'all come to that show, man. It's gonna be a great show. Again, if you have missed this episode, I don't know why you do something stupid like that. You can watch it over and over again at your work, while you're driving, or whatever. Listen to it. YouTube, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Instagram, Misfits of Comedy, Facebook, Misfits of Comedy, Amazon Music, Roku TV, anything you watch podcasts on, we are on it. All right, period. So there's absolutely no reason for you to say, yeah, I want a Sweet Baby Keita. You can watch it over and over again.
Over and over again.
Starting tomorrow. All right, so
I'm gonna come back again next time I have my titties out.
Oh,
I want to shout out my homegirl, my bestie, Westy.
Save titties for next week. You don't mind titties. Titties is always a good thing.
But I'm in Douglasville, and I call her the mayor of Douglasville. It's my homegirl, Joy Flag. Hey, Joy.
That's my girl.
She is the best. Joy is the best.
She supports everything.
She is the best. The first time I met her, she was friends with my brother, Dr. Foolish, and it was his birthday. When Joy got to the party, her car had torn up in the parking lot. Like they was pushing it and everything. They had to push it into a space. She said, well, I guess I figure this out when the club over. She came in and danced the night away. And ever since then, I've loved her from that day to this one. Because she was like, oh, I'll worry about that on the backside.
She gonna have a good time.
She is. She is a vibe. She's everything. Tomorrow is her dance night. She will be at dance practice out here.
She's gonna be consistent with the dance.
She's consistent. I go. She also has a competition on Saturday.
Okay. Good luck, Joy. All right, y'all. So we're gonna be here next week, Wednesday. Same bad time, same bad channel. It's been a great show. See y'all next week. Peace.
Chris Classic 2016. First of all, I'm a New York nigga. New kicks, new chicks, and new fitted. You could put me anywhere, I'ma kick it. 125th G-Dep, let's get it. I hate when niggas say you make real hip-hop. I will still fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops. The problem is if I say anything intelligent, you call it conscious like it's somehow not relevant. I agree that this ain't really for KOD, but say la vie out the bows in the SUV. On my way to the Black Oscars, the late Oscar Grant is getting honored. Somebody tell Ryan Coogler he's a monster. And Magic and Jordan will be